I know is that inside my guts I felt I was looking at something important which began to alter my views on the nature of the visual world.
Richard Demarco has dedicated his life to documenting the works of thousands of artists and, importantly, their experiences in the Celtic world. Artist, teacher, philosopher, old-school troublemaker. His legacy? A sprawling, fascinating, intricate archive that's arguably become the most extraordinary chronicle of the world's greatest arts festival, the Edinburgh Festival. Richard's own artwork may feature in galleries throughout the world, but much of his working life has been dedicated to promoting those often ignored at first by greater institutions. A relentless advocate for the cause of art in education, and yet is often confounded by its apparent absence.
As human beings, if you've not got a sketchbook and exploring the reality around you, the wonder of it in drawing.
But time can be impatient and an unforgiving enemy when there's still so much work to do. It can revel in your vulnerability, devouring your life's work, your memories when you least expect. Last year, Demarco was shattered when a significant part of the archive was damaged beyond repair at Summerhall, Edinburgh.
The disaster of the flooding of this room and the damage done to all these videos, films, photographs. This is the reality of being here.
How much damage do you think, Richard?
Enormous. Enormous. Irrecoverable. So look at this. This used to be an exhibition space. This shouldn't exist. I've got good reason for worrying. Because what would happen if I weren't here? Who would take responsibility for it? And where would it go without me identifying every single object? So who's going to bother looking at this? Who's going to bother? Now. Not tomorrow. Now.
If you could wave a magic wand, and some people might think you can, but if you could wave a magic wand, what would the future of the archive look like?
Because it's bad enough. In my 90th year, heading towards my 90th birthday, I know the difference between being 80 and 90. It's a hellish difference. I find difficulty in walking, and my memory is not quite what it was. And I think I have to accelerate whatever is the energy flow that has been inspiring people around the concept of the archive. But I've got to work with a team of people knowing that this archive is a very special thing and that it is a work of art. And I need to work with these people now.
The Demarco Archive Trust has begun the daunting task of digitising the archive. But they've merely skimmed the surface of this vast work.
I can't make this archive a reality, this virtual archive a reality, without money, without funding. And I'm not able to get it at this moment from the normal sources, and not from central government sources or local government sources. And I've got to depend on friends. But I desperately need this money. Otherwise, I can't create this virtual version of the archive. So this is a plea, it's a request, it's an invitation from me to everyone looking at this film to consider how, if you become a friend and you donate whatever you can manage to donate, you are going to make the work of this little team of friends possible. And I don't think I should delay, because after all, I've got to find a way of celebrating my 90th birthday in July. And I've got to find a way of celebrating the reality of all the Edinburgh festivals that I've been fortunate to be part of. And why the Edinburgh Festival? Because it was my university. And all the Edinburgh Arts journeys to and from the Edinburgh Festival would not have been possible without the Edinburgh Festival. Because the Edinburgh Festival gave Edinburgh a much needed special dimension. It made Edinburgh a place of cultural pilgrimage. And that meant it brought the whole world's leading artists and creators to take Edinburgh seriously. So I'm asking everyone who's watching this video to take the history of the Edinburgh Festival seriously. I want you to do that, because the Edinburgh Festival deserves to be reborn.